Hello friends, I often get a complaint from my clients and from so many people whom I know that kids don't listen. They just don't listen. They are always complaining that we try to give some commands to our kids but they don't listen. We need to shout, we need to scream, we need to yell at them to get the things done. How can Ashish we bring kids back on a line where they listen to us? And so I have come with this video today that how to talk so that your kids will listen. And today I'm going to give a small tip about this because this topic is a major parenting topic, but I'm not going to reflect on all the aspects of it. I'm definitely going to reflect with some quickies that will help you get rid of this problem. And so let's move to the video. Before that, let me give you my introduction. I'm Dr. Ashish Nagar PT. I'm a YouTuber and I am an NLP transformation and wellness coach, and I help people who want to get coaching inside them. So I create coach mindset, and I also help people with stress, anxiety and depression from various walks of life and get various results that they want to achieve. But one thing is sure, that you need to do the thing for any result that you are looking for. With this, we move to the main video. Problem with so many parents is that they often say me that kids don't listen. Whatever we do, we cannot make them listen and follow our commands. And many a times they do the opposite of what we are telling to do. And rather, we have to yell at them and then get the work done. Let me ask you one simple question. How many times has yelling got the work done? Or how many times your shouting on your kid has made them pro so that they listen to you the next time? And even if you get physical with them, if you give them some physical punishment also, has this also worked in getting the work done? Gradually, you are introducing fear in the kid's system as far as a parent is concerned. And the only relationship between parents and kids that can work is a relationship of love and patience, and not a relationship of fear and beatings. And this is the first mistake all the parents do. The problem is that you don't have patience. Whatever the kid has learned, did he learn by himself? Answer this question for me. Did the kid learn whatever he is doing by himself? No. If he is using mobile, if he is watching TV unendingly, if he is busy with playing video games unendingly, if he is busy with reading something rubbish unendingly, if he is busy watching rubbish videos on YouTube and posting rubbish videos on social media unendingly, you have rewarded the kid positively or negatively. That has created this behavior in the kid, because the kid cannot learn anything by himself. The first 1.5 years till the kid doesn't know how to respond. He doesn't have language in the first 1.5 years. He is just receptive to whatever he is getting. And at this point of time, I have seen so many parents that because they have a rush to feed the kid, they give him a mobile, they start YouTube on it, and they just put something on YouTube which the kid doesn't have any definition what he is watching. But he sees the light, he sees the movement, and he just enjoys and he keeps scrolling and he learns to scroll the videos. And with this, the kid is actually trained to eat with the mobile. And gradually, as the kid grows up, this ends up with television. So either he is busy with television, and this never ends, it goes on increasing, especially in the millennial childs. First things first is, do not divert the kid to any such addiction which can hamper his growth or hamper his relationship with you in the future. Because parents do not have patience, because you don't have time, because you feel it's getting late, because you lose your patience, you lose your temper, and you want the kid to learn something very fast. Let me get one more thing to your attention. Each kid, when he is busy with something, he is in a sort of state of mind. I'll give you an example. When you are driving a car, you are in a state of mind of driving, and if suddenly a cycle or a motorbike or another car comes in between and you have to apply brake, suddenly you come in the present moment. Otherwise, you are almost driving it absent mindedly. The same thing happens with a kid. When he's playing a game, when he's reading a book, when he's watching television, he is in a state of mind. That means he is completely involved in that activity. And what do? You shout at him, or you go and hit him, or you take away the mobile from the kid, breaking this state. This state for him is a state where he is getting the flow of positive hormones, and when you break the state, it breaks the focus of the kid, and so the kid reacts to it in a defensive way. So either he will shout at you, or he will cry, or he will just give you some reaction that you never expect. And this goes on again and again. Each time, each day, when you are yelling at your kid, you are just repeating this particular behavior, and over a period of time this becomes his habit. And so he starts getting more and more irritated. He starts sitting with doors closed. He starts getting aloof from you. He starts disappearing from around you, because so he is afraid that you will again come and break his state. So what is the best way to talk to the kids so that they listen? Number one, build a good rapport with your kid. And when I say build a good rapport, that means when you call his name and he is in the house or she is in the house, and if the kid is not listening, gently go near the kid, see what he is doing. Start with putting a hand on his shoulder, giving a kinesthetic input, and then slowly ask him, "Are you free, beta? I want this work to be done with you. Can you spare some time?" And if you do this, you are building a rapport, and then gently requesting the kid and giving him a command. This is the first thing. The elder the kid, the more the age of the kid, the more patience you have to keep in giving this command with the kid. This is first things first, and be ready for denial. Don't be adamant. Don't tell, "How can you say me no?" He can say no, because many times he might be busy with something that is constructive also, which you don't notice, where you are yelling at the kid. So if he is doing something constructive, just go slowly, put a hand on him very gently with all of love. Just ask him, "Can I seek a help from you? Can you do this much help to me?" And see the response that is coming to you. If the kid is in some serious thing, you just tell him, "It's okay, beta, when you complete, you come to me." Do not keep that adamancy that come to me right now. See, what is the command you give normally is, "I am shouting since last half an hour, you're not listening to me, come to me right now." Is this the tone with which you are going to build rapport with the kid? No. You can just tell, "Beta, if you are done with this, please come to me and we'll do this job." So first things first, build a rapport with your kid. See what state he is in. Slowly break the state, and then give him some responsibilities in the house. The second part, give him some responsibilities. Maybe your kid is 5 years old, maybe it is 6 years old, maybe it is 7 years old. Give him some certain responsibilities. For example, arranging table before lunch or dinner, or moving the plates off the table after lunch or dinner, or removing the bed sheets or removing the linen from the bed in the morning, or putting his things on its place. And if he sometimes doesn't put the things back, do not give a shout. Very gently tell him that, "Beta, I said you to put this again away, and today you have left it over here. So please take care, you don't do it tomorrow." Do this for almost 21 times, and slowly the kid will start doing it. And what will be the factor that will make him do is a reward. Whenever he lifts his books and cleans the table, say him, "Thank you so much, you have grown so old, you have grown so mature that you lift up your books from the table." If he, after taking the food, if he puts his plate in the wash basin where you wash the dishes, please thank him for all the positive behaviors that you don't compliment the kid. Start complimenting him. The other day morning, if he brushes his teeth and he closes the cap of the toothpaste, then thank him that wow, I can see that you are growing mature and you are growing more understanding. Today you even put the cap on the toothpaste. What I mean to say, give a positive note, give a positive compliment, give a positive touch to the kid, hug him or thank him, and always, always, always. Maybe that work might sound a very minimal work for you, but for whatever good he has done, try to compliment him, and for whatever bad he is doing, don't try to scold him or don't try to give him a shout or don't try to give him lot of lectures, because then he will not understand what you are communicating. So the tips are: number one, build a rapport with the kid. Number two, very gently enter his world and very gently request him to do what you want to do. You have to keep this patience till you train the kid for doing what you say, and then you don't have to shout any day else. Give him responsibilities in the house which he can do easily, effectively and timely. So schedule and give him some responsibilities in the house which he should perform daily. Do not negatively reward. Don't shout, don't beat, don't give him big lectures if he is not doing something that was intended to be done, or if he sometimes doesn't do that was intended. So don't negatively reward the kid, but definitely positively reward the kid whenever he does something without saying, which was you were not sure that he is going to do. Use these tips and I'm damn sure your environment in the house will be much more calmer, much more simpler, much more friendly, and your kids will not only listen to you, they'll even start helping you with your day-to-day chores and whatever you want them to help you with. This is what is known as well done parenting. So if you get time, go through well done parenting. If not, go through the video again, make a note, give it a try, let me know what is the result. With this, I come to an end to today's video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button, and keep waiting for many such videos which are practical to apply and which will give you a real insight about how to deal with the kids. So see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.